7 soap storylines that surpassed their sell-by dates, from EastEnders Aidan to Emmerdale cheating. It's been an eventful few months in Soapland, and we've found lots to heap praise on, from the Hollyoaks school explosion horror, to the best EastEnders Christmas episodes in years, and most recently the exciting Robin and Koira reunions in Emmerdale. But amid the storylines that have us shouting from the rooftops about just how brilliant they are, which ones haven't quite hit the mark? Here, we're getting on our soapbox over the plots that are now officially past their sell-by dates. Well, in our humble opinion, at least. 1. Oblivious Eileen, Coronation Street. Come on, Eileen. No, seriously, come on and get a clue over your evil supervillain of a husband, pronto. While we've secretly loved every second of screaming at the TV whenever Pat Fallon hatches a new twisted scheme, one aspect of the story that's really started to drag is Eileen's complete refusal to hear a bad word said against him. While Corey characters aren't known for their skills at spotting a villain at the best of times, Eileen has become so annoyingly blind to Fallon that she still reckons half of Weatherfield is involved in an outlandish plot to blacken his name, including his own daughter Nicola. Pretty please, Corey bosses, can we get back to the smart, switched-on character we know and love? 2. Devious Darcy, Hollyoaks. We love nothing more than a sly soap schemer who shakes things up, but Darcy's dastardly ways have also started to test our patience just a tad. Aisling Jarrett Gavin, who plays the devious character, has perfectly created a villain that we've all loved to hate. But hang on a minute, remind us why anyone in the village still believes a word that Darcy says after her true colors have been exposed countless times? The Donovans have seen that they can't trust Darcy as far as they can throw her, while the Osborns have also caught her trying to flee the country with Tom's fortune. If Jack and his family keep mindlessly falling for her lies and excuses much longer, it'll get to the point where we think they actually deserve to be conned as punishment for being so dim. 3. Aidan terrorizes Albert Square, EastEnders. While it's been good to see more dramatic moments packed into EastEnders this year, we can't help noticing how they all seem to revolve around one man, a certain Mr. Aidan Maguire. Aidan was full of promise as the next great Walford villain when he first turned up last year, but since the highly confusing saga of his New Year heist and the missing money, it all seems to have turned slightly sour. After so many episodes involving bags of cash, stolen loot and dark threats of revenge, we're praying desperately to the soap gods for the moment that someone steps in and tells Aidan to sod off. First character brave enough will be in our good books forevermore. 4. Cheaterdale, Emmerdale. Emmerdale's had an amazing start to 2018, but amid blockbuster plots like Joe Tate's revenge, Robin's reunion and Ross's acid attack, do you think we've seen a few too many couples bogged down by cheating storylines recently? The final straw for many was the moment when David confessed that he'd cheated on Tracy by sleeping with Layla before she left the village. Since there'd been no hints of this whatsoever and it all mysteriously took place off-screen, the seemingly shoehorned-in storyline left us scratching our heads a little. After Robin, Bob and Brenda, Harriet and Kane, and Layla and Pete have all featured in Sammy's storylines involving jumping into bed with other people, surely we deserved at least one couple who could stay faithful to each other? 5. Samosa Gate, EastEnders. We love Masood being back on Albert Square, but did his first major storyline after his return really have to involve samosas? Not only has the plot left us with samosa cravings each evening, we also can't help feeling that popular cast member Nadine Ganatra could be doing so much more. While there's definitely room for some comedy down Walford way, the art of perfecting the perfect samosa recipe should probably have been resolved within one episode rather than dominating 3 weeks' worth. But on the plus side, we are quite intrigued by the possibility of the culinary caper leading to a Masood and Kathy romance plot. Every cloud has a silver lining. 6. Toya and Ava's baby scam, Coronation Street. The soaps have brought us some truly bonkers baby storylines over the years, but Toya and Ava's recent scheming is really taking the biscuit. The Weatherfield ladies have decided to pass off Ava and Aidan's child as the baby that Toya and Peter's surrogate was carrying for them before her tragic miscarriage. The bound-to-fail plan has so many holes and unanswered questions that we can't quite believe Toya and Ava really expect to get away with it. For example, what happens when Peter's baby looks like Shane Ward? Surely Peter will have some major questions around the time of the birth. And won't Ava develop a bond with her own baby? We could go on. 7. Ash and Tori's weekly breakups, home and away. Home and Away is known for endless makeup then breakup storylines at the best of times, but no couple has been through the ringer more than Ash and Tori recently. Ever since getting together last year, the pair have endured weekly dramas due to Ash's anger issues and Tori's paranoia that he still has feelings for his old flame cat. Good job, she won't have to worry about that for much longer. Barely a week goes by that our regular Home and Away soap spoilers don't include a shock split for Tori and Ash. We can only optimistically write, is this the end for them? So many times. Seriously, summer babe bosses, either break them up for good or give them at least 2 weeks of happiness.